Hey everyone, Rob here, and I got an update on what's going on here in Iceland with the new eruption, the first one of 2024. Now, again, the eruption started in the Reykjanes Peninsula, and it was closer to the Blue Lagoon, although further south than they had thought, just a bit north from Grindavik, but then another fissure opened up considerably further south inside the town of Grindavik, just north, and has already started engulfing some of the houses. Now, the Public Safety Department of the National Police has declared a state of emergency about all this, and all of it started at around 7:57 this morning. The new fissure, of course, at the edge of Grindavik, the town, opened at around noon today, and lava is now flowing into the town of Grindavik. We can see pictures here also that the lava is going over top of the road that leads into Grindavik. We can see here pictures from various webcams and news agencies that the lava is now burning through the town, and from some estimates it's going at about 100 meters per hour, I believe is what it is. And so they expect that it's going to be going through the town if the amount continues to be as it is. And from what we're hearing, there is magma entering the chambers, still filling it up, so there's no real end in sight at this point in time. We can see here on Visir as well exactly the time if we look to the right hand side. So this is the first fissure. If we look on the right hand side of the screen as we scroll through, but let's just increase the speed because we can just see it a little bit easier, we will be able to see the new fissure opening up on the right hand side of the screen. So, of course, the first fissure, it opened up across the barrier that they had built. And so we had some of the fissure and some of the eruption on one side of the defenses. And then, of course, we have it going through the other side. But now, with the new area opening up on the right-hand side of the screen, considerably close to the town, there is new information coming in suggesting that now these fissures and these eruptions can open up anywhere within inside the town of Grindavik. Looking a bit closer on where we are, if we look at the map overall, we have the Blue Lagoon towards the top. We have Sundnöknir, Thorbjörn, so these sort of markers here. The first, now I know this is all in Icelandic, but I'm just going to translate. So the first fissure opening is right here, this Fyrir Gosspringen. That's what that means. This dotted line here is the barrier. So you can see the fissure opened up, and it sort of opened up across this defensive barrier of Grindavik that they just started building in the beginning of January. And then at 12 o'clock, we had the new fissure. So it's this red one down here at the bottom. This is the new fissure that opened up. You can see how close it is to the town. I mean, the first one was already a big cause for concern, but now this second one that's opened up, there's also the possibility of more opening up and going straight through the town of Grindavik. On top of all of this, I know a lot of people are asking in the previous comments, we had a worker who fell through a crevice from the earthquake as he was working. The rescue team and the police and everyone, they spent days, day and night, multiple days, trying to get to see, if they could find him inside of there. Unfortunately, it was unsuccessful and much too dangerous, just due to the depth was much greater than they thought. There was groundwater below, and it was just really dangerous to be sending people down there, so they were unable to do that. They called off the search, I believe it was yesterday, and now today we have the eruption. One of the concerns that's coming up now, of course, is not only are the fissures popping up in Grindavik, people's houses are burning, but now we're looking at the possibility, if this continues, of the lava reaching the sea, which of course is not going to be a good thing. We can see here, again from Google Maps, the town of Grindavik. We have the fissures opening up just in the north here, and then of course through the center of the town is what they're looking at. And it doesn't take much. Again, looking at where this fissure is and then going to Google Maps, from right here down to the sea is not very far. So the seismic activity in the area is still continuing. although not as much as you can see down on the graph. The bottom, we can see that there was a huge burst for the considerable period of time just around the eruption. A lot of magnitudes. It's calmed down, but there's still quite a bit going on considering the eruption is ongoing. Again, taking a look at what's going on, the whole area is evacuated. Houses are now being destroyed. People that live in the town, they're watching this live, seeing their whole life essentially up in flames because of these natural disasters. I'm not sure exactly what the plan is going to be going forward. It's very clear that Grindavik does not seem like a safe place to be in the near future. On top of all of this, the lava has now destroyed hot and cold water pipes, and there is no electricity in the town of Grindavik. It's very cold in Iceland now. It's -6 today, so it's not a good situation. And not only are they looking at rebuilding houses, but the infrastructure of the water is also now damaged. They do have other infrastructure still in place, but we're only we're not even 1 day into the eruption, and the destruction level is quite high. So we're hoping for the best scenario, but of course for the people of Grindavik, this is a nightmare. Some are saying this is the worst volcanic eruption to occur since Westman Islands 50 years ago, almost 51 years ago. When we're looking at that was another one that destroyed a huge portion of the town in Westman Island, and people were evacuated. Thankfully, I don't believe anyone died in that one. There's been no injuries as a result of the eruption in Grindavik, which is good news, and hoping to keep it that way. No one is allowed in the area of the eruption. Of course, the police are there closing off the roads, and we have the search and rescue also helping out with maintaining the road closures and the safety overall of everyone. Again, taking a look at the fissures, we can see how quickly that these things can just pop up within just a matter of moments. We have a 5-minute video here, and it goes from nothing to all of a sudden a bunch of lava pouring out from the ground. So don't go for hikes there. Be safe, and if you want to take a look at what's going on, of course, go to the areas which are safe to do so and that are allowed for you to go there. So that's it for right now. I'm sure there's going to be more and more updates as it comes. I did a live stream earlier when we drove down to see what the situation was nearby, and I'll keep you updated with any news as it comes. So until then, thanks so much.